Hey y'all, and welcome. There's nothing quite like the bond between a mama and her baby, and breastfeeding is such a beautiful part of that. But let's be honest, it's not always as easy as those picture-perfect moments make it seem, right? Whether you're a brand new parent or maybe you've been down this road before and just need a little refresher, you're in the right place. We're diving deep into 10 breastfeeding tips that I wish someone had told me when I was starting out. We're talking about real-life, practical advice to help make this journey a little bit smoother for you. Before we get started though, I want to hear from you. What's your biggest breastfeeding question or challenge? Drop it in the comments below. Let's build each other up and create a supportive community right here. Okay, mamas, let's talk about the latch. Getting a good latch is like laying the foundation for a sturdy house. It makes all the difference in the world. We want to make sure your little one is getting enough milk and that you're comfortable while they're feeding. The key here is to aim for what's called an asymmetrical latch. That just means your baby's mouth should cover more of the areola. That's the darker area around your nipple on the bottom than on the top. Think of it like a deep, wide mouthful for your baby. Now, if it feels uncomfortable or painful at any point, don't hesitate to break the latch gently with your finger and try again. Breastfeeding shouldn't hurt, so don't feel like you have to power through it if something doesn't feel quite right. Remember, practice makes perfect. It might take a few tries to get it down, and that's perfectly okay. You're both learning and growing together. Why is a good latch so important? Well, it helps prevent those sore nipples that nobody wants, and it ensures your baby is transferring milk efficiently. It's a win-win. Breastfeeding is all about supply and demand. The more your baby nurses, the more milk your body produces. It's like magic. So ditch those rigid feeding schedules and tune into your baby's cues instead. Look for those early signs of hunger: rooting, sucking on their hands, sticking their tongue out. Those are your green lights. Don't wait for the crying stage, which can make it a little trickier to get a good latch. If you're concerned about your milk supply, frequent nursing is your best friend. Think of it as boosting your milk production naturally. And don't be afraid to offer both breasts at each feeding to ensure your little one is getting a full tummy. Remember, every baby is different, and there's no magic number for how often they should be feeding. Trust your instincts and your baby's cues. You've got this. Just like we all have our favorite spots to curl up with a good book, babies often have preferences when it comes to breastfeeding positions. The good news is there's a whole world of comfortable and effective positions to try. The cradle hold is a classic for a reason. It's cozy, promotes bonding, and works well for many families. Then there's the football hold, which is a lifesaver for mamas who've had a C-section or have a little one who needs a little extra support. And for those late night or early morning feedings, side lying is a game changer. You can comfortably nurse while lying down, which is a true blessing when you're running on fumes. Don't be afraid to experiment and find what works best for you and your little one. The most important thing is that you're both comfortable and the latch is good. Mama, let me tell you, breastfeeding is like a workout for your body. You're working hard to nourish that little one, so it's crucial to take care of yourself. And that starts with staying hydrated and eating well. Think of water as your breastfeeding sidekick. Aim for 8 to 12 glasses a day. Trust me, it makes a difference. Keep a big water bottle within arm's reach at all times, because it's easy to forget when you're busy caring for your little one. And don't skimp on the good stuff. Your body needs plenty of protein, healthy fats, and those lactation-boosting foods like oatmeal, almonds, and leafy greens. Think of it as fueling your mama machine. Here's a little tip I learned along the way. Keep a stash of healthy snacks near your favorite breastfeeding spot. That way, you can easily refuel without having to interrupt those precious bonding moments. Let's talk about burping. It might seem simple, but it can make a world of difference in your baby's comfort. Those little tummies can trap air during feedings, which can lead to discomfort and spit up. Just like with breastfeeding positions, there are different burping holds that you can try. Over the shoulder is a classic, but you can also experiment with sitting your baby up or laying them across your lap. Find what works best for you and your little one. When it comes to patting, gentle is the name of the game. You're aiming for those light rhythmic pats on the back. No need to pound. Think of it like coaxing those air bubbles out, not forcing them. And here's a little extra tip. If your baby tends to be gassy, try burping them halfway through a feed. It can help prevent those air bubbles from building up too much. Have you ever noticed your baby getting sleepy at the breast or feeling like they're not getting enough milk? That's where breast compression comes in. It's a simple but powerful technique that can make a big difference. All you do is gently squeeze your breast while your baby is nursing. This helps to encourage milk flow and ensures your baby gets a full feeding. It's especially helpful during those last few minutes of a feed to make sure you're emptying the breast completely. Think of it like giving your milk ducts a little nudge to keep that liquid gold flowing. It's amazing how such a small adjustment can make such a big difference for your baby. Chapter 7. Decoding the diaper signs of a good feed. It's natural to wonder if your baby is getting enough milk, especially in those early days. But don't worry, there are clear signs you can look for to put your mind at ease. First things first, listen closely while your baby is nursing. Can you hear those little swallowing sounds? That's music to a breastfeeding mama's ears. It means your baby is actively drawing milk and getting a good feed. Another good indicator is how your breasts feel after a feeding. If they feel softer and less full, that's a good sign that your baby has effectively drained them. And of course, keep an eye on those diapers. You should be seeing at least 6 to 8 wet diapers per day, and your baby should be gaining weight steadily. If you have any concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to your pediatrician. They're there to help. Mama, let's be real, breastfeeding shouldn't be a painful experience. If you're dealing with engorgement, sore nipples, or any discomfort, know that you're not alone and there are things you can do to find relief. Warm compresses can be your best friend when it comes to engorgement. Apply them to your breasts before nursing to help soften things up and encourage milk flow. Afterward, cold compresses can work wonders to reduce any swelling. For sore nipples, lanolin or coconut oil can be soothing lifesavers. Apply a small amount after each feeding to help moisturize and heal the delicate skin. And remember, frequent nursing is key to preventing engorgement in the first place. If you're struggling, please don't hesitate to reach out to a lactation consultant. They are a wealth of knowledge and can provide personalized support to help you overcome any challenges. Mama, let me tell you, breastfeeding can be a whirlwind of emotions. It's a beautiful journey, but it can also feel overwhelming at times. The most important thing to remember is that you don't have to do this alone. Joining a local breastfeeding support group or connecting with other moms online can be a game changer. It's amazing how much comfort and encouragement you can find by sharing experiences and advice with others who are walking a similar path. And if you're facing any challenges or have questions, don't hesitate to reach out to a lactation consultant. They are breastfeeding superheroes who can provide personalized guidance and support to help you reach your goals. Remember, there's strength in numbers. Surround yourself with a supportive community and know that you've got this. Mama, as you embark on this breastfeeding adventure, remember that it's a learning curve for both you and your baby. There will be good days and challenging days, but the most important thing is to approach it all with patience and grace. Don't be discouraged by setbacks or compare your journey to others. Every mom and baby is different, and what matters most is finding what works best for you. Trust your instincts, listen to your body, and give yourself permission to learn and grow along the way. Remember, you were made for this. Your body is incredible and it's capable of amazing things. So take a deep breath, embrace the journey, and know that you're doing an amazing job. Well, mamas, that's a wrap on our 10 game-changing breastfeeding tips. Remember, every drop of milk you give your baby is a gift, a testament to the incredible bond you share. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your best breastfeeding tip? Share your wisdom in the comments below and let's keep this supportive community going. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more real-life parenting tips and tricks. You got this, mama.